Hunters. It's Tina Brown with this edition of Digital Clue 411. I'm sorry I've been away for so long. Things have been crazy around here, but there's something that came out over the weekend that just cannot wait until a Friday to post, and that is the update that Google did for the 7-pack that you normally saw on the map or the business listings up the first page on Google. It is now a 3-pack, or what they're calling the snack pack, and this is going to have a significant impact on businesses that were positions 4 through 7. So let me walk you through this a little bit. Out of a couple of different articles, the first one I want to talk to you about is from Search Engine Land, and this is the one that I saw that came out on Friday morning, talking about how the 7-pack was now going to be a 3-pack, and it is something akin that looks like that. I've got a couple of real-life examples to show you as well. Now, remember, this is the way we're all used to seeing it. No more, okay? It looks like this. And if you'll notice, there's no phone numbers or physical address locations. You have an option to click through either to the listing or to directions, and there's also website icons that appear here. I'll show you in the live example. But what the commentator from Search Engine Land stated was that this obviously will lead to fewer phone calls and sales for those businesses that appeared in the 4th position or lower, but it might lead to more business for those in the first 3 results. Okay, well, let's take this a little further. Out of the SEM post, this kind of went a little deeper into it this morning. Like that, phone numbers, addresses are removed. You'll also notice that the Google Plus links are removed on it, and Google reviews are not stated as Google reviews, they're just reviews. You're not going to see a flyout box. Remember, you used to hover over it and you could basically see the flyout of the business information. All that is gone now. Looks like this, whereas you can see there's an option to click on the website or option to click for directions and where they go. But what's more interesting here, the commentator from the SEM post actually talks about how with so many businesses used to being featured in that 7-pack and will now be completely removed, they're going to see a lot more competition for these 3 spots and potentially more spam or negative SEO attempts as a way to compensate for this. You can do this right, you know, by upping your website SEO and making sure that you have a page on your website for each of your profit centers so that they can be SEO'd properly. In other words, title tags, alt tags, and all the content and internal links have everything to do with that particular keyword for your particular geography. You know, so there's ways to do it, and making sure that your online local listings claimings are also optimized for the keywords you want to be found for, and making sure that your social accounts are in the right working order as well, and that you post well and post often to increase your chances of sustainable visibility on that first page. My fear is that the folks that were in position 4 through 7 and were relying upon that and not doing anything else will now find themselves in a very, very heated race to get back to that first page. You're not going to be able to do it yourself. You're going to need professional vendors, okay, and that's one of the ways that we can definitely help you. So let's look at some real life examples. So what I did is as you can see here, I searched for chiropractors in Pittsburgh, and when I come down to the 3-pack now, this is what we see. I have these 3 businesses with a website link and a directions link. Now, what if you click outside of that, right? If you click here, for example, then you're going to get the card area. That's going to give you all the information about a particular business with their reviews. You see that, how that flies up there? And it gives them the reviews as well as a shot of the street view. What I find interesting is that it has to elicit a click. There's no just being able to look at it and call from the home screen here or the search engine results page. You can't get in, you know, a physical address really, as you see here, South Braddock Avenue, but where on South Braddock Avenue? It's a long road. So you're going to need to make an action. There's an action that is forced. Now, if I vary the search from Chiropractors Pittsburgh to Chiropractic Clinic Pittsburgh, I'm going to get 3 very different results. So see here, PAL, and it starts it off, and then here we do the Chiropractic Clinic Pittsburgh. As you see, there are 3 very different results. So you may have to revamp your Google business listing in order to reflect the keywords that you want to be found for, first and foremost, and then make sure that your online listing claiming efforts are mirroring that so that you have the best opportunity to, if you're not showing up here, remember, once those first 3 positions are taken, they're pretty much taken. They're gone. Okay? So what you want to do is try to make sure that you're coming up here in the organic. And the only way to do that is through sustainable SEO work and making sure that you're doing it the correct way. Don't get spammed, otherwise, you know, or use spamming efforts, otherwise Google will shut you down. But this is a big, big change. And for those businesses who never did any type of extracurricular SEO work, either on their website or off page out there in Google land, such as blogs, videos, press releases, social networking, then you've got a lot of work to do. Because if you were relying upon that, well, I show up on the first page, I'm right there. Well, you may not be anymore, so check it and see. Otherwise, you're going to need help, and that's what us vendors are here for. Anyway, check yourself out, see how you're coming up in the 3-pack. If you're there, great. If you're not, then reach out and get some help. This is this edition of Digital Clue 411. I'm Tina Brown, and I'll see you next time.